Hello and welcome back to another episode of Do Not Like, Do Not Read. My name is Julius and with me I have Joaquin.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
And today we're covering a story called Teenage Love by Miyako Chan.
This is a great Danny Phantom story that I found.
Yeah.
I mean, at first when I took a little peek at it, it looked like boring, like it's just your run-of-the-mill fan fiction, until I actually started like dissecting the story, like reading it. There's problems, but you'll see.
Should I read the short description?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the description. My first fic in Danny Phantom. About Danny's confession. And a little more fluff. One shot Danny XN. Okay. Teenage Love. And we have a summary first for a one-page story. My first fic in Danny Phantom, about Danny's confession about his love for Sam and a little more fluff. Literally what it said in the short description. Why is this in the actual chapter? Disclaimer. I don't own Danny Phantom. Like, he's his own person. I can't claim to own him.
Yeah.
That would be fucked up. That would be slavery.
Okay. I've been devoting myself to ghost hunting. I don't even mind if I'm hurting someone that I wouldn't want to hurt, even if she's the last person in this world. Why did I become...
What?
I don't know. Hurting who? Hurting some... What do you mean?
I didn't mind hurting
That I wouldn't want to hurt even if she's the last... Who are you talking about?
I think what he means is he's been devoted so much to ghost hunting that he didn't mind hurting a certain person who he doesn't want to hurt, even if she's the last person in this world.
What?
Because I guess if it was anyone else being the last person in this world, he'd have to hurt him. Because you need to hurt someone, I guess.
Yeah. Why did I become so much of an idiot? This sucks. Very long ellipsis. I love her. Another long one. I must face this, don't I? My mind won't concentrate on my studies anymore. As if I study, I can't even sleep. It sucks. But I guess she didn't notice me being like this. I chuckled. Okay. Are you ready for this next line?
I'm already thinking he's kind of having a Joker moment. It's like Danny Phantom has been Joker-fied.
Yeah. As I slack myself off with all the goody good beef sandwich jazz made before leaving for work.
What?
I have no idea what he's talking. Like this whole like
slack myself off is that a euphemism?
No, slack myself off with all the goody good beef sandwich jazz. But I have no idea what he means by that. It sounds like something else.
Yeah, it really does.
Well, yeah, my sister work, isn't it amazing? Well, what else she could be doing here at home? She's already 23,
What?
for goodness sake. She can't live her life budging my busyness all the time.
What? What has that to do with the last sentence?
I don't. I was feeling bored, but then some heat rose up on my cheek when I heard the phone rang. Then as I answered it, it was her. My beloved secret crush. Ever since I realized that Paulina with 2 L's was not really for me, realizing how bitchy Paulina is.
Yeah, see, it's intentional. That's actually your name. Paulina with 2 L's.
She mumbled softly to the phone. I replied to her softly when I noticed the sad voice she has. Yeah, what's wrong, Sam? But then as I waited for her reply, she somehow covered her sudden sob with the sound of a squeak to me. So I asked her solemnly in the
What?
phone.
How do you cover one sound with another? What?
And he also asked her in the phone, not over the phone, in the phone.
I also like his answer. Like, yeah, what's wrong, Sam? What is it this time?
Sam, are you crying? She didn't reply, but hang up the phone. But then my initiative told me to go and see her. So I transformed into my ghost form and fly to her house. As I intangibly passed through the wall of her room, I saw her lying in her bed,
Oh my
eyes
god,
sore,
it's
and she
turned
looks
bad all over again. People are just clipping through everything.
yeah, and she looks frail, like she hadn't had any sleep for days. I transformed to my human form, and I just walked to her left side of her bed. It shocked her when she saw me, not even noticing her sudden change of dressing. What? She was wearing a reddish blue sleeveless and matching miniskirt like pants and black sandals.
She's wearing sandals on her bed?
Even her hair changed. It was in the form of a curled lock, which really suited her. She looked at me
Okay,
and
but now
pushed me
can we now
hard.
talk about her new dressing? I wanna know what sick new salads she was making. Don't really care about her clothing
Yeah.
choice.
As she stood up and said in a low but yelling voice, "Okay,
Danny,
are you ready to
what
yell
are-
in a low voice?"
Oh yeah. Hello, yeah. So it's basically like when you have a guy that tries to yell but he has his parents in the next room.
Yeah.
Danny, what are you doing here? I didn't ask you to come.
Why is it wrong? I grinned at her. Oh my god.
Yeah, she was sad on the
Knowing that
phone.
she
I
was-
should totally invade on her privacy.
Yeah, he also didn't ask. She also didn't ask him to come, but then he did, and now he's grinning at her. Knowing that she was already pissed with my sudden appearance.
Yeah, why would it be wrong? You're like in a bad place right now. Why would it be wrong to invade on your privacy? No, Danny, but...
She whispered softly, avoiding eye contact with me. I stared at her, more hurt for what she's doing, so I asked her, "Tell me, Sam, what's wrong?" As I walked to her so I can see her sad and frail face. As water started to rain down her angelic face, knowing that she's crying, I slowly
Well, now I know
cupped
why
my
she's so
hand to her.
sad. She has a fucking hole in the roof. I mean, it's
Knowing
literally
that she's
raining on
crying.
her face right now.
I slowly cupped my hand to her face and gently rubbed the tears falling from her cheek and asked her again, "What's wrong, Sam? Not one, not three, not two. Tell me, please." She suddenly hugged me that made me lose my balance and made us falling down the bed. I hugged her and laid her on her other side of the bed, which made me and her facing each other. I brushed the strand of her hair that was covering her beautiful face, as I heard her say to me softly,
Danny, I want to stay with you. I don't want to get engaged with someone I don't love. Please, Danny.
"What?
Help me. Long ellipsis. Because...
Is she having a...
Wait, is she getting married against her will? What the fuck is happening?
Are they having, like... Are her parents, like, arranging a marriage for her?
Yeah.
Because
It
if
sounds
not...
like that.
I mean, but if it's not, I don't think you have anything to worry about. You guys are like teenagers. I don't think you have to really worry about getting engaged to someone you don't love.
Yeah.
I looked at her and gently grabbed her hands, holding it to my heart and whispering to her softly, Sam, I always stay with you no matter what. You will always be my best friend. She's getting friend zoned. My sweet and caring goth girl. And if you get engaged, who will help me feel how to love? I want to learn how to love. I want you to teach me to love. I don't want to be your friend only. I want to be your lover and your best friend. I want to be with you because I love you. Not one, not three, not two, not four, not I don't know how many. I
Too
love you,
many.
my Samantha. I love you. What? I like how she's like, my sweet and caring goth girl. And he said, like, beforehand, like, you will always be my best friend. And then, like, 3 seconds after, he's like, I don't want to be your
He
friend.
put her in the friend zone only to put her right out of it again.
He's very indecisive. She looked at me as my lips are only inches away from hers. Only inches away from her soft, purple, seductive lips. And before I sealed the gap with a sweet, passionate kiss, I heard her whisper a longing word that I wanted to hear. The words that only in Dreamland, oh no, the Dreamland of Virginia. I usually hear the words, I love you, escape to her lips as I pulled her into a loving and sweet, passionate kiss. As we shared our first real kiss, both me and Sam didn't even notice the smiling faces of a man and woman that were looking at us in the door, whispering softly to the wind.
Danny, you're the perfect man for our Samantha.
Then they walked away.
I always
So,
wanted my
like-
daughter to get engaged to a ghost.
It's like these two are having a makeout session, and both her parents are just standing in the doorway, just watching with a smile on their face.
They're going in there being like, are you winning, daughter?
Oh my god. Why are they doing that? That's so creepy.
You know, they're kinda like Clayton's parents. Just remember to wear protection, you guys. Don't get too crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god. After our long kiss, I licked my lips and whispered to her ear playfully, Wanna go out with me? Just in the park. So, I'm not asking you to be my girlfriend. I'm asking you to be my girlfriend only when we go to the
Only
park.
in the park. Remember, what happens in the park stays in the park.
Yeah, Paulina might be there. I need you to pretend to be my girlfriend. She looked at me and gave me a fast kiss in the lips and nodded.
Again with the clipping.
I transformed into my ghost form and took her gently from her sitting position and made us both intangible and flew us both to the park. When we reached our destination, I laid her down in the pile of leaves and sat beside her looking at the stars. As we observed the neat pattern of stars in the sky, a certain warm feeling touched my hands. Oh, what do you mean by that, man? Oh, I looked at her lovingly and smiled. I tangled my fingers to hers and said sweetly as I pointed my right hand into the night sky above Sam and me, Sam, make a wish. There's a shooting star.
Theirs is a
She
shooting
looked at me.
star. It's all theirs.
Yeah, she looked at me confused and said with a small smile on her lips,
Oh, one small smile.
one small smile.
You believe in that? That's just a makeout for children to believe.
What?
You
What?
fucking idiot. That's not how it actually works.
You baka fucker. I looked at her and said to her, "But do you think our fake make what? But do you think our fake out makeout didn't have a reason? What?
What? Fake out?
A fake out makeout." I saw her cheek redden as she rolled her eyes and said sarcastically,
Alright, smarty guy. You have a point.
I giggled softly as I closed my eyes and make a wish. She did the same thing as well. When I finished my wish, I saw her lying down the pile of grass, past asleep. I transformed again to Danny Phantom and carried her back to her house. So,
Great date. You sat on the bench for a few minutes, watched one shooting stars, and then she falls asleep immediately.
you brought her to a park just to fall asleep. You guys were
She
in her
made a
bedroom.
wish,
You
and
could
the
have just
wish,
done that.
the wish was, I wish I could finally sleep.
Oh my god. Like, you guys need to plan shit. I laid her down her bed and was going to fly away when Sam grabbed my shirt tight. Then I transformed into my human self again. I stood steadily beside her, not wanting to wake her up. The only solution was this. So I lay down beside her and gave her a sweet, small kiss in the lips and fell asleep.
Again with the in
But
the
before
lips.
but before I closed my eyes, she nuzzled to me, searching for warmth. I hugged her tight, and I fell asleep with the girl I wanted to spend my life with. She will always be my beloved goth girl, no matter what.
My beloved goth GF.
Yeah.
Author's note. Do you like it?
No.
That's my first Danny Phantom fic. Yeah, dude, I don't think you mentioned that before. If you like it, please review it. Don't, by the way. Don't review. Don't interact. So I can write more, okay? Thanks a bunch. Again with the long ellipses. Sweet 14.
Yeah,
Dang.
that was a great story. Oh, there's reviews. Forgot.
Wait, is that Markiplier? The real Markiplier who wrote the first review?
Oh shit.
Please make
This is his account.
sequel. I enjoyed. If you make sequel, please tell me name.
Yeah. I guess says so good.
Wait, I want to read.
Hold on.
Cats 029800416. I absolutely loved your story. I'm glad that Danny finally realized who he truly loves and isn't wishy-washy like when he was 14. I knew Sam's parents would try to set up an arranged marriage for Sam. Did they?
What?
Did they? Because if they did, why would they be happy about her making out with Danny then? Then that wouldn't make sense. She so did grown to her figure too. She rocks any clothing, goth or not. Why did Danny wait so long to tell her? What was he waiting for? The scene you wrote when Danny came to her room to comfort and console the crying Sam was great. I can totally imagine and picture that scene where, as being best friends and Danny talking to a crying Sam, where they are both lying on her bed and talking to each other. You can totally feel Danny breaking inside to see Sam so down and just wants to be her everything. That was well played out. I bet Danny was the most happiest when Sam revealed first that she didn't want to marry someone who isn't Danny, and that probably made Danny extremely happy. Well written. Thanks for...
What?
Thanks for explaining what happened again.
Yeah. Lol says, my teeth are rotting. Lol. JK, it was good.
Misaki writes, It's great. D, I love it. Although you do know that they confess at around 15 in the actual Butch Hartman show, the movie, the epic finale, at Danny Phantom Planet. Just saying, man.
Damn. Lexi Chan says, it's so cute. I love it. It's nice and cute. I'm putting this under favorites. Alexa, psst, I heart pie.
Thanks for telling us. Also, I like how Miyazaki wrote Butch Hartman in parentheses. Not parentheses, and like, whatever, you know what I mean. He was ahead of its time.
You want to check out the Bloody Love?
Oh no. It's like cotton candy, sweet and fluffy. Please write more. I loved it. I love cotton candy. I also like chocolate. But that's besides the metaphorical point. I love cotton candy. Thick-wise though.
Was any of that metaphorical though?
Not really. I mean, like, cotton candy is sweet and fluffy.
I don't know about the chocolate though. What does that have to do with anything?
Just wanted to tell the world that they love chocolate. Well, that was certainly a story. Did we learn anything?
The only thing I learned was that if you have a girlfriend who dresses in like sort of a goth style, you should just refer to her as your beloved goth girlfriend.
Yeah. And you should totally just break into her room when she's having a really bad time.
Also, if you guys are going to go on to the...
taunt her. That will get you a date with her.
Dates, if you want a great date idea, just go to a park and fall asleep.
Yeah. Only works if you make a wish before, though.
Yeah. Also that.
Anyway, I'm giving this fic 4 out of 5 out of 10 shooting stars.
I give this fic
Let's be so generous.
This fic 3 out of 5 goth girls. Or I don't know, maybe 3 out of 5 arranged marriages.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. Again, don't interact with the author, please. Remember, if you do not like, you do not read. And also, we have social media accounts, links in the description, and I guess, bye.
Alright, bye.